Hello everybody, welcome back to turn 6 of Fuck You. Let's find out what happened, shall we? So research and evocation was completed. That gives us Cold Bolt, I guess. This is a very long range cold damage spell. Only affects one person though. It also gives us, I guess, Acid Spray if we get a Water Fire guy. And Slime, our old pal Slime. Geyser as well, I've never cast this before. Armor Piercing, oh. Alright, well we might use that as well. But we switch to Enchantment now. We'll get Revive King. And then switch back to Evocation, and then we'll do Alteration. Battle in Ultima Delca. So, I was a bit lazy with these troops. I just put them into two big mixed unit blobs. Which is probably not a very good idea, because there are a lot of archers here. And what happens is all the guys with just swords and no shields, they move to the front. As you can see. And then they all get killed by arrows. So, with my starting army, of course, I put all the shield guys slightly in front, and then I put one shield guy even further in front to catch arrows. Which is really what I should always do. I don't know why I did this. I just thought it would look cool to have them all mixed up, but yeah, as you can see, it didn't go very well, so that was really terribly bad. Fortunately for us, our units are quite slow, and all of the enemy warriors rout from the battlefield before we do. So, we have at least killed all of the warriors. As you can see, Deer Tribe warriors, 28 dead of 30. But we lost most of our swordsmen and then quite a few of our other troops as well. It didn't go very well. So, lesson learned, don't be lazy and use arrow catching squads. And then there was the battle in Bod and Weald, which went a lot better. There's not really much point watching this, it's just we walk forward, kill some militia, and the rest retreat. We don't even lose any troops. So that was Bod and Weald. So we've taken that back at least. And then an unexpected event occurred in Golem range. The harvest has been good. Unrest -11, tax plus 100%. And I think that was the province where we lost tax 100% last turn, so it all balances out in the end. And that's it for messages. So, okay, what's happening this turn? Well, the attack into Ultima Delca was a disaster, so I'm going to attack Furia instead, with what remains of my army. I put all the guys with shields into one squad this time, and the guys with the swords further back. But Furia doesn't have any archers. It's just some militias and light infantry. That shouldn't be a problem. In the meantime, another commander that I've recruited is moving to Citlan. He'll pick up the next troops that I'm recruiting, and then the combined force will attack Ultima Delca next turn and hopefully take it. We took back Bod and Weald. That army is now... I was wondering whether I should start moving back over here to try and take some of these provinces, but our expansion has been so poor that I should probably try and take what I can over here now, so I'm going to try and take Scraw Point and then move down through Troban and Salt Plains. I think these two provinces should be quite simple because they're only horse tribe, but then again, my troops are all slow melee troops with no helmets or no shields, so maybe not. But we'll attack Scraw Point first. That's just militias, heavy infantries, and light infantries, so it's all melee. So that's probably the best bet. And then we'll try to go down through Troban and then through Salt Plains as well, and see how that goes. And I think that's it for all my army movements. So I've got the temple here now. I'm recruiting a priest to start reanimating Long Dead. And of course the priest that's currently here can start doing that as well. So we have three options. We can reanimate ghouls, which reduces population, so it's not great. We can reanimate soulless, which requires corpses, and there are actually some corpses in this province. There are 12 currently, you can see in the top right corner. And then you can reanimate Long Dead, which doesn't require anything, but that's the fewest. So we'll go for soulless for now. And in Sleepy Mountains we're doing, I think the same thing, reanimate soulless. There's only 7 corpses there, but we'll do that. And then we'll start doing that every turn, and get more priests to do that as well, and see how that goes. And I think that's it. Scouts are moving down. We've got more neighbours that we can see. We've got another neighbour here in Snowford, And another one all the way up here in Carrion. There's not much I can do about that. Let's just hit N a few turns to see if there's any more units to move. Nope. So scouts are moving. We're attacking Furia and Scroll Point. Not building a temple this time because we just don't have the gold at the moment. And as for mercenaries, there are some archers, but again, we don't really have any gold. So, we'll just see how that goes. Got province defense in every province. Yep. Alright. Gonna hit end turn there then. And, what am I recruiting now? Oh right, I'm recruiting another Onyx Chanter. The first Onyx Chanter that we got, it was actually Water 3, which is quite interesting, but it's tempting to start doing some site searching with these mages, but I might just wait until I recruit these two mages, because they're going to be the best for site searching with, just because they have so many paths. So we'll get another Onyx Chanter, and that's it for turn 6. And I'm still a bit ill, unfortunately, but it's a bit annoying. My throat still hurts and my nose is still running, but oh well. Hopefully I don't sound too bad. And I'll see you on turn 7. Hello, welcome back to turn 7. 2 battles, 2 messages. Battle in Furia. So this was me rolling some troops at some militia and a pyromancer apparently. So that's cool. Pyromancer, he's got 2 gems with him. Fire 1. Other than that, business as usual. And the Pyromancer flees in disgrace. Alright, so that was a success. But there were only 14 units in total in the province, so it wasn't exactly the most difficult thing in the world. And a battle in Scroll Point. This was my Pretender's army. My Prophet's army, rather. This was a bit tricky. I'm not sure what goes wrong exactly. Swordsmen go forward, they kill off the light infantry. Or militia. Is this light infantry or militia? Militia. These are the light infantry, okay. Then my harpooneers start fighting the heavy infantry. While the swordsmen give chase. But then the swordsmen get killed by the light infantry. Unfortunately. And then they're out and get even more killed. So not great. But again, because our units are slower than the other units, they ended up all routing before any of my troops left my army. So this army is still together. They didn't retreat to Boddenwild or anything. They're still with my Prophet. But still, that was quite a lot of losses. But we did take the province. Unexpected event in Citlan. A warlock has been caught red-handed. His virgin followers are now kept in your dungeon. 9 blood slaves. That might be useful later. And in Boddenwild, one of the local nobles is afraid of uprisings. Defense plus 10. Well, we did just lose a province recently, so it's not a bad... although the province defense wouldn't actually help against that event. And that's it for messages. Okay, so what's happening this turn? Well, we've got lots of neighbours that we can see now. We've got a pink guy over here. Blue guy here. Kind of very, very pale green guy over here. Like minty green. Yellow guy here. Sitasa doesn't look like his expansion has gone very well at all. Unless he happens to have this province. It's a shame to learn that this is actually in his cap circle as well, so... But yeah, he's pretty boxed in. We've got Kinladod's capital here as well. Can't really see what he's done so far, but the fact that these 2 provinces are neutral is promising. But again, I mean, if you were looking at my cap, you'd only see this adjacent province neutral, and it's got at least 2. Oh, this isn't adjacent. Okay. Dark blue, pink. Can't really see much. This guy up here. Can't really... Oh, we could take a look up here and see if he's done okay. We've got lots of neighbours though. We seem to be in the middle, which it has pluses and minuses. In terms of movements, over here in Scroll Point, my Prophet is going to reanimate some Soulless. So because he's a priest level 3, he can actually reanimate 24 soulless a turn, which seems pretty good. And there are 37 corpses in the province currently. And because our army is quite small, and because he does actually have undead leadership, quite a lot of it, I'm going to spend one turn just reanimating some ghouls, and then we'll continue upwards. I can't really go down now, which was the plan. We'll go up and see if we can grab some provinces over here. My territory is looking really weird. It's like this long strip currently. It's not good. We need some provinces over here, and then here, I guess, to fill it out. But we'll revive some ghouls, and then press on. Down here, we just reanimated some ghouls. So, we can take a look at these guys. We've got 9 of them. And they're not great, but they're free, and they've got 15 hit points, and they have 50 morale, so they make excellent blockers. They do have a shield as well. And both of these priests are now on reanimating soulless, and I'm still recruiting more priests as well. I'm not doing any recruitment in Citlan this turn, because I'm building another temple here in Sleepy Mountains, so we can start pumping out more long dead in this province as well. And as luck would have it, these 2 provinces that we've just taken also allow us to recruit priests, so these are another target for temples. In fact, this province over here even allows priests as well, but it's not quite as defensible. Seems a bit risky putting 400 gold in this province while it's in the middle of nowhere, especially early on. But once we start pumping out undead, I suppose it'll be easy to defend anything. And then again, there are all these forests in the way. So, building temple, reanimating long dead, reanimating soulless, and that just leaves the troops in Furia and the troops we recently recruited in Citlan, who are going to attack Ultima Delca. Nothing fancy, just some blocks of troops. Commander is staying behind. Attack Delca, and then get Dweck as well, which looks very, very small. It's also a swamp, which isn't very... This is actually a 62 income province, so that's quite nice for us. We are hurting for income still, we're only on 551. We really need to spread our order and growth skills around, and not so much the sloth and heat. And the luck skills as well, I'm sure that'll help a bit. There were some mercenaries this turn, but they are archers and they're expensive. And I think the temple is more important. I think getting... Our troops aren't great, so if we can just start pumping out long dead instead, that'll probably be a better option. And then we can, because we don't have much income either, we can save our gold for infrastructure rather than units. I don't think I have any hope of starting a fortress anytime this year, which is problematic, but hopefully nobody else is expanding well either. That would be... That's what we can only hope for, I suppose. Research, we'll have enchantment 1 next level. I'm not actually sure what that gives us. Let's see. We've got mages, we've got basic protection spells, we've got Windrunner. We can do some basic animation, basic reanimation. That requires some gems though, so that's pointless on a reanimation nation. And that's it. Nothing really interesting until we get Revive King. So I think that's it for this turn. Just make sure we've got province defense in all our provinces. Yep. And the scouts, of course, are continuing to move around. Gonna have a scout in this area, one in this area, and then one up here, I suppose, as well. And we still got this scout over here, trying to get a sense of this guy's size. So that was turn 7. Not going great, is it? It's going quite poorly, actually. But you never know how badly it's going for anybody else. So, see you next time. Hello, welcome back to turn 8. Research and enchantment was completed, but nothing yet. Almost got Revive King. We spied a battle in Kalermagor. This is Kinladod, who is the minty green nation. And they have really nice units. Slightly above average stats across the board, with a length 5 bronze spear and a javelin. And they get full armor and a helmet and shield. And they, yeah. So these are quite nice, and they're only 10 gold and I think it was 15 resources. So you can, the javelins just make a joke out of these indies. Chunk. There goes all their health. So they're cool units. He loses 3 of them, but he takes a 40 unit province. So that's this guy here. So these 2 neighbours are very close, and so am I, in the grand scheme of things. No one's talking to me, which is surprising since I've got so many visible neighbours. I think because I'm a reanimation nation, people are probably going to want to kill me very early. Because I'm told reanimation is very, very powerful. But because I'm a shit idiot retard, I probably won't make proper use of it. But I'm trying my best. We also had the battle in Ultima Delca as well, which went about as you'd expect, really. There was only the archers left. And I actually had the shield guys in front this time, instead of just all mixed in. And there we go. So, a lot better than last time, but we did still lose quite a few troops. But what can you do? And 3 events. So our luck scales are starting to kick in, I think. We've got heavy autumn rains caused a landslide, revealing a buried cache of magic gems underneath the soil. 1 air gem and 2 astral pearls. In Furia, a witch was drowned in the well of the village, and thereafter the water had started glowing in the moonlight. This esoteric substance has been distilled into a large quantity of gems, and we've got 17 water gems, so that's quite nice. And in Scroll Point, a handful of magic gems have been found in the prime of the season, 2 death gems. So, quite a lot of gems that turn. And that's it for messages. So, our gem income is still the same, but we've got quite a selection of gems at the moment. Need to start site searching eventually, but my economy's hurting and my expansion is hurting as well. Okay, so what's happening this turn? Lots of scouts moving around. I'm going to have to be very careful about my neighbours. We're recruiting priests in the Sleepy Mountains now, instead of scouts. Still recruiting priests here. A lot of my priests are moving now. I'm moving priests to Furia and Omithia so that they're there whenever we have enough gold to build temples, they'll be ready. And they can reanimate long dead in the meantime. And back home I'm recruiting nothing because I'm trying to save up enough gold for a fortress. I'm recruiting a commander in Bodden Weald. And next turn I'm going to start building a fortress here with him. I think I'll have enough gold. Just about. I figure if I get a fortress here and then put a road in it, I'll be within 2 moves of my cap. And it will connect through this forest, my territory, with a road. So it's pretty much the only place I can put a fort at the moment that isn't completely shit. So that's the plan. And this will hopefully be the last turn that I don't recruit any mages or anything. In Scroll Point, we reanimated a shitload of ghouls. Not ghouls, sorry, what are they? Soulless. We got, I think, 23 of these regular soulless guys. And then we also got this special soulless guy who has a set of armor, 17 protection, and 2 AP. So he moves across the battlefield with a speed of 2, which is dreadful. But these guys look great for blockers, because they've got a big load of hit points, and there's loads of them. And this guy also has 17 protection, so these guys are fairly out in front. This one shield guy is still mostly out in front, and then these guys are slightly further behind. And the Prophet is smiting. So we're going to attack White Forest with these guys. Just some archers and light infantry. Shouldn't be too difficult. It's tempting to go for a Noria first and then loop back, but my territory is already so long. It's just such an odd... It's going to be hard to defend these territories, really. I mean, anyone could take them from me at the moment, and I couldn't do anything about it. Because my cap's all the way over here, and I'm separated by forest. So I'm just going to take White Forest, and then I'm not sure what to do. I might have to start reviving more Soulless to try and attack Uliatham, which has heavy cav, which would be really difficult. But we'll see what's over here. Obviously, I can't go through the throne. That's going to be really difficult. Over here, this is more dangerous, because yellow... Is this Sitasa? Sitasa. Sitasa over here has these units. Obviously, I don't know what they are, but they look good. Skinny yellow dudes, they look like undead dudes. And they're called Elite Swordsmasters and Light Swordsmen. They look pretty good. And they took this province, which I'm pretty sure looked scary, right? Didn't this province look really scary last turn? So I think they might attack Dweck, which would be unfortunate, because then they'd probably kill my army as well. But I'm still going to try it, Because worst case scenario is I lose this junk army, which is a setback, but it doesn't really change much, does it? But best case scenario is he attacks Phrygia instead, or Gentle Plains, and I get Joek for free. So we'll just go for it. Joek isn't a very valuable province, it's only 23 income, it's got my dominion. So, I mean, this looks like a farmland, so he might already have it, of course, because it's in his cap circle, but hopefully these provinces look more tempting than this one. But I think what's likely is that he does it because he wants to bump me and then kills me, but there's not much else I can do. I'm really struggling to expand. And I think that's it for everything I'm doing this turn. Recruiting priests, reanimating, attacking these two provinces, no recruitment because I want to build a fort, and research is going nowhere. Didn't check mercenaries because I've got no gold, but got the shipwreckers and the far strike. Oh no, the far strike is being bought by this guy. Yeah. Did I do province defense? Yep. Alright, I'm gonna hit end turn. We'll just see what happens. Hopefully nothing too awful. And I'll see you in a moment. Hello, welcome back to turn 9. Quite a few things happening this turn. A messenger has arrived from Citlan. Hi friend, what's up? We'll reply to that in a moment. A couple of other things though first. Jeff Buckler, the Spearmaster, has claimed a silver throne in the name of Jay Burton. So I'll just quickly check that throne out. So it's a level 2 throne, spreads dominion, brings 100 gold per turn, which would be really lovely for us. And enables a recruitment of Adept of the Silver Order, which I think is like an Earth and Air mage, maybe? I'm not sure, I can't remember. It's quite a nice throne though. And this is battling Golem range. So this is our southern neighbour Kinladod attacking us. We've already seen his units. These are the spearmen. They have a length 5 bronze spear and a javelin and full armour and a shield. So they're quite nice units. And they take my 3 points of PD plus a few stray troops that were in the province at the time. So that's not good for us. So we've lost Golem range. So we're going to have to, I guess, defend. Then this was quite interesting. We spied 2 battles in Mark. Now, this is Vitgaria. He's got his pretender here. A bitch queen with 5-4 Air 1, Water 6, Earth 2, Astral 4, Death 2, and Nature 6. So pretty typical bitch queen builder. This is a cool pretender. Even more fucking insane, however, is the units that he has, who are Prop 14, MR 16, Morale 21, 18 hit points, 15 attacking defense, Map Move 3, 13 AP or 2, shock resistant, cold resistant, flying, pillaging, ice protection, storm immune, flyers with full armor, no shield, but a bronze sword and a short bow. Pretty good troops, I'm gonna have to say. These are like the greatest troops I've ever seen. And as you can probably imagine, they make quite short work of this province. I mean, they are kind of brutal troops. I didn't even check the mages. So they're called Just Guards. They cost 45 gold and 20 resources, but I mean, gosh. Oh, he didn't have mages. He just had the bitch queen. Okay, that makes sense. And a flying commander. And took out, well, a 12-unit province, but even so. Then Mark also got attacked by Mansang. Okay. And that was by a Scarab. Oh, alright, so the province got attacked by a Scarab. Which didn't last long, as you can imagine. That's a funny looking Scarab. Finally, we took 2 provinces, so Battle in Dweck, not really worth watching. So this was the swamp that had just a couple of units in it. And White Forest was our Solus. I guess we can watch that. You can see our Solus marching on. So they don't seem to care too much about arrows, which is good. And there we are. So we took this province, which is in Jemu's cap. So not great for us. And that was it for messages. So first thing I'm going to do is reply to Citasa. Citasa is our neighbour, of course. And Citasa is in a very good place to attack us, especially if he realises that Kinladod is also attacking us. So we kind of want to put him off attacking us. I'm not sure we can do that. Best idea I can come up with is to point out that Timbili here is expanding into the ocean, which I presume nobody wants. So that's all I'm going to say. So message Citasa. So I'll send that. That's the best I can do. Try and distract attention away from me, because I don't want to start fighting 2 people this early on. But I don't know. I mean, the truth is, Kinladod might actually be a good target for him, because he does share quite a border with Kinladod now as well. Well, because Kinladod took this province at least. So, I'm not sure. Hopefully Citasa doesn't attack us. Meanwhile, in this province, I sent a message on IRC to Jemu's player, which is a pain of mind. I said, I'm going to stay in this province for 1 turn, because I'm reanimating Solus again. Because there's 27 corpses in this province, and that's 27 more Solus for us. So I said I'll stay here for 1 more turn, and then I'll move out of it, and I'll let him take it. I don't want to antagonise another player now, because somebody's already antagonising me, so... Still lots of neutral territory up here, but I don't think we're going to be able to snatch it up. Maybe if we have 27 more Solus, we can try attacking this province with the heavy cavalry, but... We'll see. If my Solus all soak up the cavalry charge, I mean they have 50 morale, so they won't care if we lose half of them. And then it becomes just a case of whether or not we can slowly chop and smite everyone to death. So we'll give that a shot. Down here, I guess I'm done with expansion in this area because I have to now defend against Golem range. We've got a temple in this province, so we don't want to lose it. And Ultima Delca is one of our highest income provinces, 55, so we also don't want to lose that. So his invasion has to kind of stop here. Unfortunately, I don't have really anything to defend with, especially since his units are better than mine. So I had to forgo building the fort this turn. I had enough gold to build it, I had just about 800 gold. So I could have started building a fort, but instead, I'm still recruiting priests. I've started recruiting some stuff in Citlan. I'm recruiting a bunch of harpooneers, plus a supreme composer. This is my priest level 3 priest. Because having another level 3 guy reanimating corpses and things and casting smites during fights would probably be quite useful in the immediate future instead of another mage. I'm moving what troops that I have. It's a priest here with some undead and this little expansion force. I'm moving them all to Ultima Delca and I put the province defense up to 15. Unfortunately the province defense here is just Diatribe, so it's not great. But we're moving all these troops in as well. We've got a young composer casting blessings, and then just a bunch of crap troops, plus 15 province defense. So hopefully that can defend against this army. In Sleepy Mountains I have even fewer troops to send. I only have the stuff in the garrison, in fact, which isn't much, just 16 things. So I'm sending out all my mages. I'm not sure if that's a good idea or not, because they can only really cast Cobalt. And Cobalt is a fine spell. It does 19 plus damage, cold magic damage. It's going to do at least 19, it's probably going to do more, 20 or 21 with my casters. Very, very long range, hits 1 person. So if we cast, we've got 4 mages, we could cast Cobalt 20 times in scripting, and he's only got an army of 30. So if we hit someone every time, we'd kill his army just with the mages over 5 turns. problem is, it's only got a precision of 3, which is fine, you know, it's quite nice. But our mages have a precision of 8. So that brings the total precision up to 11. So it's not the most accurate thing in the world. So I don't know how good they're going to be at actually hitting things with Cobalt. But we'll try. We've got 2 priests in the province, also reanimating, so we'll have slightly more long dead in the province next turn. Plus we'll have another priest, plus we'll have 2 light infantry that I'm recruiting. In Ultima Delca I'm also recruiting 4 Diatribe Marchers. So I'm doing whatever I can to defend these 2 provinces, and then my hope is that he loses this army if he continues to attack. He might just pull back or sit there. But if he attacks, my hope is he loses, and then I can roll both of these armies into golem range, and then maybe just take his provinces. So we'll have to see how it works out. Other priests are just reanimating. Scouts are still moving. I'm trying to move through Kinladod's territory now to make sure if he's got any undefended provinces we can take it. And I guess that's it for this turn. We've got 144 gold left. Let's see if there's any mercenaries. Quick spears. Requires 150 pounds of gold. Quick spears might be quite good. I don't know what they are, but they sound like spearmen, so... Let's see. Do we want to sacrifice some units here? Let's say about 250? And try and get the quick spears? Here, maybe? Let's do a full bid. Yeah, that might be okay. It would be nice if we could recruit the quick spears somewhere we could actually expand with, but I'm very worried that I'm going to lose this province, one of these provinces. So I'm going to be a bit cautious. Alright, just going to hit N. Nope, nothing else to move. So that's everything for this turn. Research is very, very close to enchantment 2. Might have to switch to conjuration for a bit to get lesser water elemental. Because that would really help defending provinces, because all my mages have water. But we'll see. We're going to have no research at all for the foreseeable future. Our research is terrible, completely behind, and we're a Drain 1 nation, so... But if I could just get my economy going and start pumping out priests, I could at least just start massing undead, and it would at least keep me afloat. I don't know. Gonna hit end turn. So that was turn 9, almost at the end of the video. So thanks for watching. I hope this has been interesting. I know I haven't done very well so far, but you know, I'll keep at it. See you next time. Hello, welcome back. Turn 10, last turn of the video. So African Squirrel has claimed the Throne of Stars. Check that out in a second. There was also a battle in Sleepy Mountains, as you can see. Kinladod attacked us. So let's see how that went. So we've seen his troops. They are the spearmen with javelins. Here's my dudes. And we do fire some cobalts. It's about as effective as I predicted it would be. Which is to say that it misses a lot. So maybe the mages were a waste of time, I don't know. That one hit. They have 5 damage. And it caused a chest wound. So there you go. It's really quite pathetic spell, isn't it? This guy then starts taking 5, I think it's fatigue damage. No, I don't know. I'm not sure. But he gets a blue number every turn. I'm gonna put it on fast forward because that's really slow. And then there was a 9 then. I don't know what the 9... Maybe it's this guy. He's got 14 fatigue, it must be that guy. So yeah, it is. So if you get hit by a cobalt, you start taking fatigue damage as well, I guess. So a couple of people do get hit. And then our PD soak up their javelins. And our skeletons. whereas they don't have any PD, so they suck up my javelins. And yeah, as you can see, the most frightening thing is that they fight for a very, very long time. What's his heroic ability? Attack skill. So they refuse to rout. Fortunately for me, I'm going to have a lot of undead units who have very, very high morale, so it's probably not that bad. Okay, so we killed... What is the base morale? 11. I'm not sure why that was so... yeah, we killed 24 of 28 units. They cost 10 gold each, so that's 240 points of damage we just inflicted on him. And it cost us 4 harpooneers, a light infantry, and some skeletons. So it was, you know, it was alright. The spellcasters seemed completely useless. But besides that, you know, went great. And then an unexpected event occurred in Sleepy Mountains. Good omens. So yeah. Unexpected event occurred in Furia. An abundance of rules and regulations are slowing down commerce. And then the quick spears were bought. So I thought the quick spears would be bought before the movement phase, but apparently not. Apparently it comes after events even. So it's quite late. So we now have the quick spears, but we didn't have them for that fight, which is what I thought would happen. So I checked the throne that just got claimed. That was the throne of the stars. And it was claimed by the guy with the fucked up flying troops as well. Spreads a minion, produces 2 astral pearls, and boosts astral ritual range by 1. Alright then. Is that it for messages? Yes. Okay, so what's happening this turn? Well, we're moving out of White Forest with my main army. We now have a shitload of Solus. And 3 of the special Solus. We've got 2 special Solus with Scale Mail and Shield. Scale Mail and Shield, and then this guy with the Scale Mail, the Shield, and the... Oh no, full Chainmail, Iron Cap and Shield. So he's like a super Solus. But I've just got everything shoved up the front to catch a cavalry charge while we attack Uliathum. Yellow guy is just expanding around us, so hopefully he doesn't invade us. And we're still just... This guy's just still sitting here, still reanimating with our priests. In these 2 provinces, there's now a lot of corpses. I'm not sure why there's loads of corpses here. That means we can reanimate Solus, which is good because it's a lot more troops. So I'm reanimating Solus here and reanimating a lot of Solus here. We've got quite a few troops here, but not a lot. And quite a few things here. We've got the mercenaries now, but still not really a lot. But if we recruit Solus in both provinces next turn, that should beef up our numbers a little bit. Because here in Golem range we can see that Kinladod now has 50 Highland Spearmen and Archers. So not good. We can't just invade straight away because both of our armies are quite small, and if he moves against one of these provinces I might lose the coin flip and end up defending. And then my army would be split, and it's just, you know. So I'm going to sit here for 1 turn while I get some Solus. And then I'll move both of my armies into Golem range. I'm moving the level 3 priest into Ultima Delca. Should probably move him out of the troops, since they've got archers now. Anyone else inside troops? No. I might move these forward slightly as well. Yeah, I'm just going to do this quickly. So I'll move things forward a bit. Because I need to stand behind my troops now instead of inside them, because he's got archers. And I don't want to be out of range to smite, so... it doesn't matter where you go though, because you're only going to cast Blessing, which is useless. So we'll do that for defending Ultima Delca. And in Sleepy Mountains... yeah, again, you can... Well, we've got the province defense in the middle, so... You just want to stand slightly behind. Cobalt has a really long range, so that's not... They can stand all the way back there. Priests go slightly behind. And you need the script. Okay. And yeah, we're site searching in Sleepy Mountains. 2 of our mages are moving back to Citlan to research. We still have zero research. It's really, really bad. Moving a commander into Furia, those 2 mages. Recruiting 1 more level 3 priest. I think having 2 smiters would be better than well, anything really. And they'll also be good for reanimating huge numbers of Solus as we move forward, because I do want to like actually attack Golem Range next turn. And while we build up our forces here, we have got our Prophet's army as well that's going to slowly make its way back. I was thinking of taking, if we take Iliathum, we could then perhaps try to take Bodden Weald and then take Salt Plains and Old Forest and attack him from the side. But this province is really weird. This has got Pisachas and Garnas. And I looked up what these units are. The Pisakas or Pisachas or whatever are just sort of undead units. They're not very interesting. But the Garnas are ethereal. And I think they have magic weapons as well. But I'm not sure we'd be able to hit anything that's ethereal. I mean, we might get lucky, but none of our troops have magic weapons or anything. But depending on how many there are, I mean, one thing I should have checked if the Garnas were undead, because I think the Pisakas are undead. If the Garnas are undead as well, our Prophet can just banish them. So it wouldn't be a big deal. So going this route and attacking it from the side while just defending here, it might really catch him off guard. So that's a possibility. But in the meantime, we're really just making very defensive actions. Are there any mercenaries? Rixel's Barbarians. I don't really care about Bobs. We've got the quick spears. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Just very defensive moves at the moment while this army comes back, and we'll see what Kinladod does. He might attack us again and lose another army. And the more he does that, the more corpses we have to reanimate. So it's kind of helps us out. Alright, I think that's everything. So that was turn 10, end of the video. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Wait, 4 commanders, really? Oh right, yeah, the 4 that are just standing around. Alright. Yep. End turn. See you next time.